E te iwi nau mai, hoki mai whakatau mai ki tēnei o ngā whiringa whānui o tēnei tau 2015 for the Grand Finals RLN Scott Electrical Premiership here at Towel Stadium. Takahiwai Warriors leading at 12 points over the Hikurangi Stags to 10 points.
It has been quite the game. A lot of pressure has been put on. But before we move on, I'm just going to say thanks to our sponsors, the Hits and Flavour, the official RLN radio partners. Jenny and Holmes, sponsors of all Junior Rugby League. Water is the best drink, and the Northland DHB say drink water, not sugar. So Speedy Signs, the official RLN sign company, helping promote your business and everything rugby league. North Tech, the official education partner of RLN. Keep an eye out for news about the Low Sports Academy. The NDSL, our local Rico dealership, the official print suppliers of RLN. Spot on Ice, if you need ice, buy Spot On. And support Alf Went, your local rugby league personality. Physio Works, if you need physio services, there is no surcharge to any rugby league registered player. And we welcome on board to the RLN family of sponsors, Norman Buses.
Awesome to have you guys tuned in with us. If you want more information on this, all the photos from today's big games, Otoa Valley's taking out the Pawarenga Broncos 28 to 12 in the last game. That was a fantastic game, and also this one here, the Premiership game against Takahiwai Warriors and the Hikurangi Stags. www.rln.co.nz or Facebook/Northern Swords as we look to kick off into the second half of the grand finals here at Towel Stadium. It is the Takahiwai Warriors getting ready, and hopefully they can make a good one off this. Like we were talking about early on in the first half there, Hikurangi Stags with a new sort of a technique for their kick in this rain.
Yes, that's right, just off the floor there, off the ground, as it were, to keep it flat, I guess, and just to keep forcing those errors. As you say, that's a good tactic for the knock on.
Well, without a doubt, the Hikurangi Stags would have had a talk about their penalties, and as we both have said, it's been very costly for them as the Hikurangi Stags have pulled out in front of them. The Takahiwai Warriors have pulled out in front with 12 points to 10.
And just a little bit of the ball handling errors that are happening out there, just with a little bit of moisture. Here's the kickoff.
Second half for the RLN Scott Electrical Premiership here at Towel Stadium. Big run in there by Captain Coach Joe Rowe.
He's certainly putting in the hard yards.
Brother Steve Rowe.
Is it Steve? Yeah. Both of them got the same haircut.
Oh, quite hard to sort of figure out who's who. Only the number there. Here goes Joe Rowe taking in with a bit of a goosey. Big James Tavanga with the right shoulder, stopping him in his tracks. Good tackle there. Takahiwai Warriors not short on defence. That once again was the big man just himself, James Tavanga, who pretty much came onto the field in the first half and took a lead to his first try.
He barely finished stretching before he did that.
Big ball here, good. Oh, out the back. Hori Tuhoro managing to slip that one out the back. Ref has called here. Now I've got to say, from where I'm sitting, as Hori Tuhoro, the fullback for Takahiwai Warriors, took that kick, it did come out the back, and Hikurangi did manage to pick that one up.
So it should be still advantage for Hikurangi.
Ref on the sideline having a talk to the touchy. Let's see what the results are as the ref makes his way back to the field. Knocked forward by the Hikurangi Stags, looks like it. So scrum to the Takahiwai Warriors.
So taking that second error there made in the handling.
A lot of pressure there from the Hikurangi Stags as there was a high ball. Hori Tuhoro, not too bad of a receive, taking it off the back. Number 12 for the Hikurangi, for the Takahiwai Warriors, sorry. Nicholas Schuster, aka Shoot. Now I'm just going to throw a quick mention in there for the Takahiwai Warriors. They do have a few players missing, some key players like the big man himself, Mike Hodaki from Omanaya. who I've seen running on the waters early on in the game, so hopefully he's giving the boys a good word in their ear as they move forward into the second half. Takahiwai Warriors looking to take the boot, putting up a high ball into the Hikurangi Stags territory. Jordan Rowe looking to gather it up.
I was about to say, they've got to start forcing their territory.
Good take there by the Hikurangi Stags, trying to get out of their red zone. Young fellas coming in from the backs, trying to take some heat off the forwards after their big D. Number 12 putting in a good fender there, left-hand fender against the Takahiwai Warriors. That's number 12 for the Hikurangi Stags, Dixie Harris.
Dixie Harris, known for flying in and flying out, works the mines in Perth.
Caleb Aikens putting on a good kick down there into the Takahiwai Warriors red zone. 42 Horo with the run out, looking to take it to the middle. Good ball skills, as you can see, and like we talked about early on in the day, the conditions out there have been a little bit wet, so using two hands is without a doubt the best thing to do. I mean, early on in the game, we have seen some of the players running with one hand and the ball has just managed to pop out there. Good run there by Takahiwai Warriors, back number 2. Ball's popped out. Like I was just saying, carrying with the one arm, two hands in a game like this, Mike.
Well, I mean, you've got to fend, but when everything's pretty much like butter out there, you're not going to keep a grip on it at all.
Penalty there to Hikurangi Stags, holding down in the tackle. Number 12 for Hikurangi Stags, making an awesome run, Nicholas Schuster. Taking it up into the middle. I've got to say, there doesn't look like there's too many things happening for the Hikurangi Stags. I can see Joe Rowe sort of commanding people around. Steve Lowe with the big run up there.
Still driving it up the middle there. They're not really playing that wide game that they first started off with.
Taking it out to the left wing, short ball there to number... Can't quite get the number, but he's fallen short. Bringing it back out to the right, Caleb Aikens putting on a bit of a step. Our young man who is heading over to Perth looks in for the try. And it looks like a try to me, Mike.
Looks definitely like a try to me. And looks like he's well deserved of getting that development contract heading over.
They're putting their money in the right place there, Mike. Number 6, Caleb Aikens. Still currently at Whangarei Boys High School and will be heading over to Perth to play for the Penrith Panthers Development 2016, and really hoping that he moves up in the world of league. I mean, we've got a couple of boys over there already in the development squad for the Penrith Panthers, a lot of them actually from the Hokianga boys like James Fisher-Harris, and you've got a couple of others there that have played for the Hokianga Pioneers way back in the early 2000s, 2010.
There's definitely been a strong history of players come from the team. As we head into number 13 doing the kick.
One of those players also, I just want to mention, Elijah Taylor, Adam Blair, who is currently playing for the Brisbane Broncos, Malaya Sherrington for the West Tigers, Kevin Proctor, who did make the Kiwis team as well, playing for Melbourne Storm, and also Thomas Luluwai, who I'd say is from Mangamuka. I'll just claim him on that one, bro. Number 13, Joe Rowe, coach, lines up the kick to bring the score up there to 14-12 to the Hikurangi Stags against the Takahiwai Warriors here at Toll Stadium for the NRL Scott Electrical Premiership Grand Final. Second half.
I think you'll find that's the RLN.
Did I say it again, man? Sorry about that one.
But the thing is, half of these players should be playing for the NRL the way they're going at the moment.
I think it's because we've been mentioning so many of the players that have come out of Northland and have made up contracts over there in Aussie, and look at us, hey.
It's just a slip of the tongue. Just a slip of the tongue.
Number 6, Joel Freeman with the kickoff with the restart here at Toll Stadium. Good take there. One of the Rowe brothers, Steve Rowe, takes a full-on run as he did, slipping through a few tackles there.
Certainly dragged a couple of players down with him.
Sharks, some good meters on that one.
Just had that forward momentum.
Oh, big hit there. Massive hit by the Takahiwai Warriors player. It was that number 8 for Takahiwai, Jordan Hull.
He's got his brother and 3 cousins in the team.
Can hear the crowd going wild. Caleb Henare there trying to shrug off a few players and managed to be taken down by 3 of them. Hikurangi Stags trying to move forward on that one. Ref has blown the whistle. Not too sure what the call is here.
Couldn't quite see it on the shot there, but
Scrum, Takahiwai Warriors. Bit of a messy play there by the Hikurangi Stags.
yeah, unnecessary loss of ball there.
Second half here at Toll Stadium for the RLN Scott Electrical Premiership Grand Final. Hikurangi Stags leading over the Takahiwai Warriors of 14-12. It's been a very exciting game, and I must say both teams have been well within 4 points of each other.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of give either way, so it just goes to show that there's a bit of stamina still happening.
Hikurangi Stags trying to put in the big hits there, trying to do a bit of a return after the big man himself at number 8, Jordan Hall, put on a good hit, man, pretty nasty. Takahiwai Warriors number 3 taking it in for a good run, Nicholas Bontama, aka Nip Tuck, and I'm just pretty curious as to how some of these boys got their names.
It can't be plastic surgery because he's got a beard.
Plastic beard. Good play there, Takahiwai Warriors taking it to the boot with a high one.
Obviously got a little bit of sun in the eyes there.
Players looking to the ref to see what's going on there.
They seem to be doing a lot of calls to the touch route.
Yeah, like I said earlier on, I mean, we've got players in the Hikurangi Stags who are well known throughout Rugby League, not just here in Northland, so they definitely know the rules, looking to the referee to pull Takahiwai Warriors up on something as Caleb Henare takes in a good ball there on the left wing. Hikurangi Stags take it to the boot. Hori Tuhoro at the back there, hasn't quite made it to him. Hikurangi Stags regather the ball, knock on.
Just ended up playing a little bit of basketball there, bouncing it around the field.
Not too bad. You have mentioned that the Hikurangi Stags do have quite a few basketball players in there as well, Mike.
Yeah, 2 brothers that are playing volleyball.
Just looking at that number 8 for Takahiwai Warriors, he was the one that put on that massive hit just before. Jordan, he's a big boy.
A rep for the Northern Swords.
Number 10 for the Takahiwai Warriors taking it in, Edward Wilson, aka Fat Boy.
Doesn't look too fat.
Doesn't look too fat. I mean, he can move faster than me.
Apparently he's a keen freediver, so
must be the Fatkinners in there, what they name him after.
Yeah.
Hikurangi Stags being pulled up once again. I swear this has got to be the 4th, 5th time that they've been pulled up for holding the player on the ground. Like I said, once they make the tackle, they need to listen and look to the ref for his count to get off the ball holder. Obviously not doing that, and obviously didn't emphasise on it at half time during the scrimmage.
That's right. They have 3 seconds to make that and put the pressure on for 3 seconds. Don't take any more advantage on top of that.
Good run here from Takahiwai Warriors. Number 3 trying to scoop him up. Number 3 there for Hikurangi Stags. Mr. Edmonds, who scored the first try for Hikurangi Stags in the first half. Takahiwai Warriors are trying to flick it out to the right side where number 8, Jordan, takes it up the middle, taking 3 Hikurangi Stags players with him.
Getting ever so close to that try line. The pressure's definitely on there. Can he swing that?
Hikurangi Stags finding it hard actually to take him down. Big second rower Nicholas Schuster. Takahiwai putting it in the chip. Young fella there, Jordan Lowe, picking it up nicely. Sorry. Hikurangi Stags trying to really get it out of their red zone, trying to keep it moving. Catch the Takahiwai Warriors on the back foot.
They seem to be spending a lot of time in their territory considering.
I've got to say the Takahiwai Warriors have put out some good defence during this game. Jodo trying to take that advantage of the Takahiwai Warriors being on the back foot there, but seems like they're too solid at the moment. Caleb Aikens taking to the boot, kicking it deep into the left of Takahiwai. Number 2 there for Takahiwai Warriors, knocking it on in the kick. Tyson Epiha, Te Tahirunga Uri no Roto o Matauri Bay, dropping that ball. Seems to be a bit of a scruffle going on here.
Yeah, he just brought his hands too close. It didn't bring it together fast enough. Just slipped through the gap. Straight onto his foot, basically.
Ref seems to be having a bit of a talk here. Could be a bit of a game changer here. Mike? Not too sure what's going on. Ref's inquiring with Captain Hawley Tuhoro from the Takahiwai Warriors as to what's going on. Obviously something has gone on back here in the back play before the kick.
Seems to be a few words on the field at the moment. Just got to keep a cool head at this this pressure in time.
Grand finals, it's a little bit hard to hold down on the old nerves there, and a bit of the white was going all over the place, you know. Doesn't seem too happy there.
Certainly put a bit of stoppage in the play. Bit of questioning going on from Joseph Benioni, the ref.
Whanama, like we said early on today, if you want to check out any of the photos and the updates, make sure you check out the website RLN2015 or look to the Facebook page /Northern Sword. You'll find all the information that you need on there. Also, a lot of the emphasis on what Rugby League Northland has been about over the past couple of years, and that is it's okay or it's not okay. Don't be an egg on the sidelines.
That's right, yeah, it's okay to be passionate, it's okay to yell encouragement, but don't be an egg. You can check that video out on RLN.co.nz. We'll be playing that video during the ad breaks as well.
Also got to put in a quick tip there from Ngati in the FM, probably supporting Rugby League Northland throughout the past couple of years with the interviews from the General Manager of Rugby League Northland, Alex Smith, who has been running the show ever since he came up here. Hikurangi Stags there with the penalty kick and taking it forward, and that was number 18, one of the Hikurangi boys. Hikurangi Stags. That was pretty close there, Mike.
It looks like it was slightly over the line, but he hit the post line.
No try there. Restart from the Takahiwai Warriors. Captain Coach Jodo there inquiring with the touchy. I'd say his forearm was out on that one, Mike.
Yeah, the ball definitely looked behind the line. Definitely wasn't touching, and he didn't have his elbow touching the flag at that time.
Takahiwai Warriors trying to take the quick restart at the 22. Tuhoro with the tap. Takahiwai Warriors trying to look for some momentum to move forward after their big hard defence.
Just walked into the wall of red there.
That there's number 11 for Takahiwai Warriors, Manu Tuhoro. Takahiwai Warriors at the halfway line, still trying to move forward as they look for some gameplay. Swinging it out to the right, Caleb Aikens trying to send them down on the tackle. Takes to the boot, nice and high into the Hikurangi Stags red zone. Looks like Jordan Ho has knocked it on there.
He had enough time to take that, he just took it too late.
That's his first for today. He's actually been not doing too bad throughout the game, but that's his first, like I said. And I've got to say, leading into this Hikurangi Stags, although they're 2 points ahead, I think as time ticks down, you sort of feel the pressure coming on and the need to get ahead by points as they move further on into the end of this game.
That's right, and when they're feeling that pressure and that need and that rush, they're also running out of stamina, so they're still stuck in the air at the same time. And that was just a basic stamina thing that happened there. He fell on his knee before even the ball was in his hands.
Takahiwai Warriors need to make something of this as they pass it out the back to number 14. Number 7 off to number 1 now. Baldy Tuholo who takes it in for the first tackle. Tackle number 2 taken in there by number 8. The big man who put on the hit early on, Jordan Skis. Swinging out to the left, Takahiwai Warriors look to make something. Momentum moving forward. That's
got to be going that high. Drew that penalty, leaned into it. It was class, I think.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, but that's got to be at least the third, fourth head high corner penalty against Hikurangi Stags. Like I mentioned earlier on as well, this is the grand final, so a little bit surprised to see that the referee hasn't taken 2 yellow cards on this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you've got to make that call at some time.
Takahiwai Warriors are not looking to spread it too wide on these first couple of runs. Swing it out to the right, number 9 trying to take it in there for the Takahiwai Warriors.
Still got a couple up their sleeve.
Number 2 will taking it, settling it down. Looking at the Takahiwai Warriors to spread it far across to the right hand side. Chipping it through.
Has he got the boot?
Awesome save here by a young man from the Hikurangi Stags, settling it in at number 2, Zabdiel Edmonds. Takahiwai Warriors really needed to make something of that mark.
Certainly did. I mean, because they had enough space, they had a reset of the tackles. You'd think they'd be able to put something together.
Yep.
It looked like for a moment there could have been space even for a droppy there. Didn't see it happen.
Number 9 taking it up for himself for the Hikurangi Stags. Hasn't had too much run time on this one at Dean Shearers.
No, he's been usually passing out back from the person who has been tackled, so.
Caleb Bacon's taken in the kick there. Number 7, good save there. Hikurangi Stags actually making some pretty good D here, trying to hold the Takahiwai Warriors back in their own zone.
Their defense is looking pretty strong at the moment.
Number 3 there for Takahiwai Nip Tuck. Good beat going on here too, bro.
Well, that's the interesting fact about him. He's a hairy fella.
That's a little bit of a close call there from number 9. Number 9. Takahiwai takes it to the boot, looking to get some, and no mistakes there from Jordan Rowe as he takes it back up into the defense. The big blue wall of the Takahiwai Warriors.
Yeah, he certainly took that ball much better, hooked it close into his chest. Wasn't going to make any error on that one. He just hit defense like as I say, a big blue ball.
Young Penrith star there, Caleb Aiken slipping through 2 tackles and then finally coming to rest. Caleb Henry for the Hikurangi Stags, managing to fend off a couple but coming to rest finally. There's the big penny boy taking it in for a run. Hikurangi Stags make their way over halfway, looking to score a try here on the left wing as Caleb Aiken puts on a bit of fancy footwork there, but not
just
enough.
got wrapped up, just had that bear hug happen from 2 big blue players.
Coach Jodo there with the boot to the right wing. Settles it down and looks to be a little bit messy. Takahiwai Warriors do have the ball. Their backs need to come in for this and do some runs, give those forwards a bit of a rest as 42 Holo takes to rest just outside their 22.
Must admit, percentage-wise, the forwards have been doing the work from both sides. Like earlier on in the game, we only really saw the backs take it in for a brief couple of seconds there, as it usually happens, but it seems a lot more than what I would have expected in a championship game. There's no opportunities made out to the wings, no opportunities made out to the backs.
Not too much there, Mike, but I mean, it goes back to saying what we spoke about earlier on. It has been a little bit wet here at Tile Stadium, and you know, conditions could be a little bit different down there on the field as opposed to here in this comfy little warm commentary box. So yeah, definitely like Jodo and Mark Freeman have said earlier on, they're looking to hold the ball and just take it up the middle, which the forwards have been doing, and I mean, good on them. They have been listening to the coach captains, and it seems to have produced you know, some pretty good fruits from there. Mr. Penny taking it up here, taking 3 players with him, finding a hard time to put him down.
He just locked in those big thick legs of his.
Good promotion of the undies there. Hikurangi Stags need to make something of this. Caleb Aiken's throwing some dummies there. Back to the big man, Mr. Penny, being brought to rest at just inside of the try line. Caleb Aikens will take to the boot on this one. Goes nice and high. I can't see anybody at the back yet. There goes 42 Hulu taking it nicely in his own. Takahiwai Warriors need to get out for this one. Need to do a couple of whites up the back.
Just need to let their team flatten out a bit, get a bit more space in between each other.
The referee just doing a little bit of a muck-up call here. Hasn't even blown the whistle, but Takahiwai have resumed play.
Yeah, Joseph Benny, he took a breath and then was like, no, wait, come on, I'm pushing your hair back.
I think our ref might have been a little bit tired on that one. Alright, back in play as the Takahiwai Warriors trying to make it out of their red zone. They really need to push forward on this one and give their back some time to just take it forward and give those forwards a rest like we've been saying. The forwards have definitely been working hard on both defense and attack. Number 6 there for the Takahiwai Warriors runs it up, and I must say that Joel Freeman has been doing fantastic throughout this game.
Just a workhorse, just a workhorse.
Ball back there, not too sure who's going to take it for those Hikurangi Stags. Playing a bit of paper, scissors, rocks there as number 2 for the Hikurangi Stags takes it back in. Samuel Edmonds. I haven't seen too much produced from this young fella today. Straight off the back. Jordan Rowe makes some awesome meters on that one, coming to rest by 2 Takahiwai Warriors players.
With a step bit defending.
Hikurangi Stags look like they've had a little bit of a wake-up call, looking to throw the ball around here as Caleb Aikens spreads it wide out to the left. Takahiwai taking out the Hikurangi player there. Not too sure. Touchy head was flag up. Going on. Wait to see what the ref says. Touchy and the ref having a little bit of a cordial there as we wait to see what the call will be. Now, I do know that as a player is tackled there, Mike, the referee will call held, and if the Takahiwai Warriors players were to continue to pull that player to the sideline, then it will be a penalty against them. However, I'm not too sure what those actions are, but it's a scrum, Takahiwai Warrior ball.
Not a lot of good work done in the scrums today. Been a couple of errors being put in there. And, there's been a bit of fast fall happening off a couple of them, and eventually got them running. So hopefully this bears some fruit for us.
Good take there by the Takahiwai Warriors. Trying to step and go as they make some good meters off that scrum. If they can catch Hikurangi Stags on the back foot. Lost the ball there. Nice crunching tackle from Steve though, captain for the Hikurangi Stags.
Enough to turn them around.
Here's the big man there himself, Steve Lowe, taking the ball in against 3 Takahiwai Warriors players. Kata Bacon's with the ball, looking to create something. Cut ball to Joe Lowe. Good defence there from Takahiwai Warriors. Can see it there again, Takahiwai trying to pull those players out to the sideline, Mike.
Yes.
Good run there. Big man. Mr. Tavanga pulling in some good defence there.
He is a solid man.
He is a tank. 42 Hall, good under pressure, makes it out. We'll have the restart. Tap at 22 and away he goes. He's got some wheels on him and he makes 12 metres on that one. Good restart there from Takahiwai Warriors as they try to catch Hikurangi Stags on the back foot. Slowly just out, just shy of the 10 metre from halfway. Inside that 10 metre now. Big boy there, number 11 for Takahiwai Warriors.
Great movement forward. Just handle all that on the shoulders.
Oh, there we go, thanks for bumping! There we go, and he's going
Quick
away.
turnover.
Good penalty there. Ref has called penalty. Same thing again. Number 12 there from Hikurangi Stags being penalised for holding in the tackle. Dixie Harris, aka Dix, he works in the mines of Perth, so he does the fly in, fly out ones. He's also representative honours for Te Taitokerau Junior League and ex-Northland Rugby League player in the 15s and 17s. Interesting fact about this fella, Dixie's a son. Jaden plays for Hikurangi Juniors, so Dixie travels back and forth from Perth every second week to check out his son play in these games. So pretty committed there, bro.
That's not a short trip. That's not a short trip. Just loves the game, loves his son.
And I mean, that's a good thing to see. Rugby League Northland has definitely been promoting that with the junior grade competitions and also the mini mods happening down at Blue Goose on those Sundays and also up in Kaikui on the Wednesdays in the last 2 minutes. I mean, it's brought the whānau together quite a lot.
That's right. I mean, they're running that it's a nationally recognised sort of idea that they've got going. The leadership through a league program in 12 colleges across Northlands are based on the Tuakana Taina, the college kids coaching the primary kids. So, you know, it's all positive whānau stuff, and it's good to see. It's really good to see.
Yep, and like I remember when I was growing up, we had teams like the Pawerenga Broncos, and also, you know, Otawa Valleys. We also had Total Vulcans in there as well. And to see this revitalised by Rugby League Northland is just fantastic to see. I mean, our tamariki are getting involved in it, our family are getting re-involved, and they're being reintroduced to the game of Rugby League. So, it has definitely been fantastic seeing the league grow back up here in the far north.
And so that kick, that was an easy penalty kick put forward there.
State, they missed it. So
They missed
it
it.
means 14 to 12 to Hikurangi Stags with the dropout. Takahiwai Warriors need to take this ball straight back up the middle there. Big hit on. Fantastic run there by Captain Hori Tuhu, and I gotta say, Mike, he's been like a blooming workhorse today. There's no rest for him. He's been catching those balls under some pretty hardcore pressure, and he's been taking it back up with the restarts. He knows it's do or die.
Especially right now. I mean, how much time we got left? So we've basically got under 12 minutes left in the game. A lot of pressure going on. this is the time that, yeah, if you're being running out there, you don't want to come off. You want to hit with a lot of pressure. You want to hit with a lot of strength.
I mean, even if you're tired there, Takahiwai, take the ball! Flicks it back inside, Takahiwai still have the ball! That was exciting. I mean, like you said before,
You're joking.
we must be in the at least 10 minutes to go in the RLN Scott Electrical Premiership Grand Final here at Toll Stadium. Things are really starting to light up. You can hear the crowd going hard out there with the big hit, with the big pass the ball, with the big tackle him. I mean, Takahiwai Warriors, by Takahiwai Warriors and Hikurangi Stags are doing everything in their power to win this game, the Premiership.
Still waiting for the call there. Looks like it's officially going.
Can we get a shot there? Hikurangi Stags with the ball. Restart inside their 10 metre. Jordan Rowe there with a good run. He's been making some awesome meters. Only one foul from him today under that high ball. Hiono seems to have taken a good one on there. Takahiwai Warriors very disciplined in those tackles.
Certainly committed to that defence up the middle. There hasn't been a lot of give either way from either teams, even up against the line.
Hikurangi Stags looking for a penalty there as Jodo takes it back up into the line.
Took that in nice and hard too.
Steve Lowe with the ball, taking it in, trying to get past, offloads it, putting it out to the left side. Caleb Henry with the ball, trying to produce something as he's taken down by two of the Takahiwai Warrior players.
Get up, Joe.
We're less than 9 minutes here at Tunnel Stadium, Premiership Grand Final for the RLN Scott Electrical. 42 all. Knock on.
Just slid under that ball.
Scrum. Takahiwai ball, actually. Hikurangi ball. Ref not too sure which way to go on this one. He's doing a good job of confusing me. Takahiwai Warriors set and ready to go. They know they need to work hard on this one, and I mean for them it should be the 1 minute call of D. 1 minute D as Caleb Kennedy takes the ball and takes off one tackler. Finally brought to rest.
Caleb Henry just all over the field today, just taking it and covering on coverage.
Hikurangi Stags flicking it, trying to take it back to the middle as Joe over there with the ball, trying to produce something, but runs into a brick wall. Brought to rest by number 13 for the Takahiwai Warriors, Charles Tau.
Just love that change up in the middle there, that half dummy move back to Jodo.
Caleb again with the ball.
And these are the risks they have to take. You're in the last 10 minutes of the game.
Doesn't seem to have come out very lucky in their tackle, Mike. I didn't see anything on that.
No, I couldn't see anything on there too. He's reaching for his chin. Did he get? I just couldn't get a bit of forward on.
Hikurangi Stags trying to slow down the game a little bit and regroup for a bit of a corridor to see how they can move forward.
Yeah,
Good tactics, good tactics.
When you're 12 out, you might as well slow it down. The clock's still running.
And I mean, this is what we talked about. I mean, you've got experienced players in there like Jono and his brother Steve Lowe. They obviously know the game. They obviously know how to slow the game out and play it to their advantage by doing that. Caleb Akins with the ball, flicking it inside to to Steve Lowe, sorry. He's been making some pretty solid runs today.
Surely has been. Been knocking them so hard.
Hikurangi Stags, heaps of dummy runners there as Jodo looks to take him and save the day once again as he did back in 2013 against the same team, the Takahiwai Warriors, in the dying minutes. Flicking it out the back. cut around. Caleb Pitts stands a kick 3 as Hori Tuholo brings it back out. Takahiwai Warriors need to move quick off this one. They need to get down the end into these dying minutes for the 2015 Grand Final. Penalty there.
What's a question at this time?
I mean, fair enough for the coach captains to be in there and inquire to the ref as to what they've been penalised on, but surely they already know. I mean, they've been doing quite a few mistakes in this game here today, Hikurangi Stags. Takahiwai Warriors can't quite fault them on anything, although I must say both teams have been playing incredible today. We've been bantering on about how strong the forwards have been, not just in defence but in attack. They've been holding that ball and just moving forward.
Well, it just shows you the scoreline, 14-12. And it's just, there's been a lot of forward defence.
Not making too many meters on that ball, number 8, Jordan Hull. Number 17, James Tabanga. They need to give that guy some space and pass him the ball. Takahiwai Warriors take it back up the middle with number 14 in there, Kyle Hull. I'm guessing the brother, yes brother, and he's also got 3 cousins in the Takahiwai Warriors. As number 6 takes it to the boot and tries to stab it deep. As Jordan, slipped!
Oh,
Number 6 in there, 4 try, Takahiwai Warriors take the try. Joel Freeman, and like we've been saying early on in the game, he's been having a fantastic one.
Yes, he certainly has been.
Amazing, the crowd goes wild. That was an amazing try.
He just knew where it was going, just went, I've got to fall on this.
Jordan Lowe came up there a little bit too quick and just the bounce didn't work for him. And I mean, you can't really fault him on that. But it's all in the bounce of the ball. Joel Freeman did well with that one. He knew he wanted it to bounce, and obviously he was here in time with support.
Yes, that's right. Five and a half minutes left to go in the game as we're coming up with a conversion. Should be interesting to see if this one goes through easily, as it didn't go easily before.
It'll take the Takahiwai Warriors up to 18-14 against the Hikurangi Stags here at Toll Stadium for the RLN Scott Electrical Premiership Grand Final. I'm happy to see that the weather's just held off just a little bit in the second half, as we did have a little bit of rain towards the end of the first half and leading into the second half, but it's sort of died off now, so there hasn't been too many drop balls in this half.
Yeah, it's certainly eased off. There's just been general handling errors. It's just not getting to the ball fast enough, getting to it too late.
No, so that's 16-14 to the Takahiwai Warriors. Disappointing. He's missed some pretty easy kicks in this game today, Mike.
Yeah. Well, it might have something to do with the way he's got his knee bandaged up there. With probably not getting that follow through.
Jodo with that ball to ground technique. Hopefully it works this time. No.
He's been trying it all game.
Number 7, Cole Doe, taking a nice one on that. Haven't seen too much from him in the game, as he struggles to get up and play the ball. Takahiwai looking to move forward and keep the reins on Hikurangi Stags as we go down into the dying 4 minutes for the RLN Premiership Grand Final here at Toll Stadium. Very exciting as James Tabanga looks to make his way just outside of the 10 from halfway. Oh, awesome footwork there from the Takahiwai player, number 9, who I must say hasn't produced too much in this game. Mr. Witayawa Thompson, aka Wee. Mr. Freeman there with the kick, looking to stab it deep. Good take from Young Road there, taking it back up the middle. Stopped by 2 of the Takahiwai Warriors players. Takahiwai Warriors trying to hold on to their defense, and like this could possibly revamp what happened in 2013 as Takahiwai Warriors were ahead, and in the dying moments, Joe Rowe managed to score that last try.
You think they're looking for some Rowe magic?
Some Rowe magic. Could possibly be. I see the touchy, his flag has gone up there. Whatever the outcome is, I've got to say, Mike, that both teams have played their heart and souls out today, and their families couldn't be any more proud.
Oh, they've represented. There's been a few angry words said on the field, but that's not to be unexpected. They've played with honour today for sure, and it's they're really good representatives of themselves as people, themselves as a team, themselves as part of a whānau, and part of a larger whānau within Rugby League Northland. So it's just really it's heartwarming to see this sort of grassroots rugby league come in and really change a few things around town.
At the end of the day, we all know that rugby league is the winner, and I mean that has been the vision. Oh, no hands tackled here from James Kavanga as Jodo runs in for that one.
Yes.
Very disappointing from Takahiwai Warriors in these dying moments to pull something out like that. Not too sure if James was expecting a run-in like that. A few nice words going on about when the sun's going to be coming out tomorrow. Maybe James just happened to see something on the ground and Joe happened to run into him.
So this could turn it over considering we're in the last 2 minutes.
Minute and a half to go as Jodo confirms that he's going to take the penalty shot. Be highly unlikely for him to miss this one. This time he's going to use the tee.
Well, there's no point kicking it just off the grass and making it flat, is there? He stopped.
He could try. Maybe we should say, I bet you can't. If he gets this kick, it'll take them to 17-16.
17-16.
1 point ahead of the Takahiwai Warriors here at Tom Stadium for the RLN Grand Final.
They're about to blow the horn.
Look, I don't mean to sort of jinx anything, but like I said before,
You were looking for some Joe Rowe magic, and you got it.
I'm not surprised, and I bet our whānau out there who are watching right now, who are in the grandstands, they're not surprised. This happens. Restart there from Joel Freeman, who scored a magnificent try early on in the game with his chip through. Steve looking to take it back there to the middle.
It's going to take some time.
He's not really too worried. Takes it to the ground. And the game is over. Ref has blown the whistle. Full time. RLN and Scott Electrical Premiership Grand Final, Toll Stadium for 2015. 16 all. Could possibly, the refs are just going into a little bit of a discussion here. Sorry, we've had a bit of a mix-up with our scores from the view in our lovely little corporate box here.
Yeah, we've just had a little bit of delay on the scores there, so sorry folks if you've been listening in. The scores aren't quite representative of what it says on the screen. On the sideline there, behind the northern side, where the goals are, that's where the score is, saying 16 all. And championship game, lots of pressure.
What a magnificent game though. I mean, can't fault any of the teams on what's been going on throughout the 80 minutes. I mean, the crowd have been very supportive. They've had only just been, the minor swear words and stuff on the sidelines. I mean, big shout out to all the whānau who have come here to not be eggs.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure. And while they're down there on the field, we've got more RLN events to come, so come get them in the diary. The Northern Salts Premier season starting. Let's get behind our best Northern League players. So go to the website for all the fixtures. So the first home game versus Counties Manukau is at Central Rugby Ground in Kaikoura, September 5th. Also on September 5th is the North meets South mini mods in Kaikoia. Speak to your local development officer there, Benson Selwyn or Aaron Thomas. The second home game is versus the Wellington Orcas. That's going to be a strong one. Central Rugby Ground in Kaikoia, September 19th. On the same day is the Barry Whareo Memorial Senior Nines. That should be an interesting one. You can contact your RLN today to enter your team. The third home game versus Canterbury Bulls, October 10th at Toll Stadium right here. The Trade of Origin curtain raiser. The Trade of Origin, trade versus trade, mate versus mate, Sparkies versus Chippies. Certainly going to be an interesting one. The early November, that'll be the Trade of Origins 9s. Contact the RLN again for more information. We've got Northern Swords 15s and 17s. They're attending the national competition in Rotorua. That's the last week in September. So keep an eye out. Maybe even get down there to support your team. The Northern Swords 14s to attend the regional tournament in Tauranga in early October, and the Woden Rome's under 16s for Canberra annual tour to Northland. That's happening early October as well. www.rln.co.nz. Just keep a lookout on that, or Facebook Northern Swords.
Taking it back to the fields now, Hikurangi Stags have restarted with the ball. Takahiwai Warriors taking it up strongly as we go into extra time, 16-all. Golden point. Jeez, that's a little bit tough on that one. Big decision for the referees out there as well. I bet a lot of pressure on their shoulders as both teams look to score the first try or the first point. Big man there, Steve-O takes the ball up nicely as he has been doing the whole game. Hikurangi Stags trying to move forward, but Takahiwai Warriors, their defence is just strong.
Well, yeah, they found their second win, obviously. when you've got another 5 minutes to play for your golden point,
everything goes like you don't worry about what's for breakfast tomorrow. You don't worry about when the bills have to be paid. It's all on this one as they break the ship, and it's a miss. Takahiwai Warriors will take the restart at the 22. Hikurangi Stags there lining up. I'm not surprised that Hikurangi trying to take their golden point.
And why not? I mean, you're in the championship game. You've got a reputation. You're going to be holding on to this championship for quite a while.
This is exciting, man. That is very exciting. 16-all here, gone into golden point time. That's...
Come on, get your hands off it. That's just sloppy play.
10th million time that's happened today in the game. Number 6 for Takahiwai Warriors taking the penalty kick. As long as it goes out, that's all that matters for the penalty restart. Some good meters on that one. Takahiwai Warriors really do need to go full on this one. Not back.
Definitely not back. No, that was definitely took him to task on that one.
Back at the halfway line. As the big number 8 tries to move forward. Jordan Hull is a forklift driver. He actually looks like he could just pick the pallets up by himself here, Mike.
Definitely could. He's been picking up players all game.
Yeah. 42 all there with the staggering run. Trying to make some good meters off that.
Looks like we've got a bit of an injury in the back here.
Hikurangi player trying to stretch out the hands a little. No, miss on that one. Restart. Jordan Rowe bringing it out for the tap. Referee not quite ready to take the...
Who's that limping away? Is that number...
number 2 there for the Hikurangi Stags. One of the Edmund brothers. Zeb, a young boy. Good tackle there from number 6, Takahiwai, as Hikurangi Stags trying to make their way back down the field.
Trying to get some speed out of them in the pass back.
Yeah. Not too much arms used on their tackle from the big number 8, Takahiwai Warriors, as Jono looks to make something happen. Crunching tackle there from number 7, Takahiwai Warriors on Caleb Aikens. Ref has blown the whistle and it's a penalty to the Hikurangi Stags.
Too late to tackle on that.
50 seconds remaining in the golden point. Both teams, something to prove right here. This is the very dying moments. Before I was talking about the dying moments,
this is over.
This is the last breath.
These guys have been taking hard hits all day, and I've got to say they must have been taking the hardest right now.
Yeah. Looking for the chip there from Caleb Aikens.
He took the time. Is it clear?
No, he misses. Takahiwai Warriors will take it back to the 22 for the restart tap. 5 seconds to go. The referee has got to give him this tap. So swap sides now on this one. Hekuro, I better call Mumsy their mic and tell her that I won't be home till about 10 p.m. tonight.
Just leave the dinner in the microwave.
Just leave the key under the mat, I'll be home. Whenever. Hikurangi Stags and Takahiwai Warriors here at Tile Stadium 2015 RLN Scott Electrical Premiership Grand Final.
You couldn't ask for a better grand final. Seriously, a lot of pressure being put on.
The furthest they've been out is 4 points, and it's been Hikurangi Stags with the first try, then Takahiwai replying with some good tries, and then Hikurangi Stags just making their way back through. Oh man, I'm almost lost for words on how hardcore this game is.
Well, they're taking a quick water break just momentarily before some resetting.
Whanau, make sure if you want more information on Rugby League Northland, check out the website rln.co.nz or the Facebook page /Northern Swords. Be sure to have some photos up there. All thanks to Tony, who has been running a good ship down here, and also to the General Manager Alex Smith and his team. Like I said, Edmund, Tony, Halliday. You've got it spelled wrong here on the paper, it's well done, but I don't think that's the name. Also Aaron Thomas, Development Manager. Benson Salmon up there around the Kaikohe area, who has been doing some fantastic work after taking over. Steve Rowe here with the big run up. Crowd booing there. Seems to have been a little bit of a high tackle.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, looked a bit shoulder to shoulder there for sure.
I think it could be Takahiwai Warriors. He's being penalised. Touch is good there. Jono with the penalty kick, taking it out.
Ball for clearance.
Big run up there from Caleb Kennedy, taken to the ground.
Not so much further in this one.
Knock on there. Takahiwai Warriors trying to play on, but knocking it on is well. Number 13 there for the Takahiwai Warriors, Charles Throw. Quite a few of those throws in this team. We've got Cole Throw, who's a keen surfer. Not too sure if he's a brother, but definitely a whanaunga. There's got to be some magic coming up soon, Mike.
It really does.
We waited for it coming towards the end of the 80 minutes, and then we went into golden point time. And I mean, something's got to happen sooner or later. I mean, someone's got to give. Whether it be a try, whether it be the drop kick, both teams have had a go. Nothing from it.
Yeah, I would have thought that would have gone through from Caleb Bacon on the last drop. He had enough time, he had a little bit of a step on it, just couldn't finish the job on that one at all.
Good tap there from number 14, Takahiwai. Mr. Hooley. The man that scored the final try for Takahiwai Warriors in the second half, number 6, Mr. Freeman. Will they take the kick here? Doesn't look like it. No. Coming back to the right side, juggling around just a little bit there. Takes a little bit of a chipping.
Forces the knock on. No.
Could have done something with their ball here. Everything was scrambled everywhere. Here, not able with the ball. Could be an injury to the calf. There's Drew on the road. Takes in the ball.
Yeah, this is the time when injuries are going to happen.
Yeah.
You've had a couple of times to sort of take a break. Your muscles start to seize up a little bit. If you're not out there stretching or rubbing it up, this is the most dangerous time. And golden point, you just don't want to risk it too much. You're running in too hard, but you don't want to lose a championship game at the same time.
I know what you're talking about, bro. I mean, some of the boys out there, you can see they're trying to save the energy for a good run, and some trying to, go as hard as they can. But man, I mean, after being out there for that long, the body's definitely got to be feeling it. Knock on there. Takahiwai Warriors number 13. Mr. Taro, Charles Taro. Father was a junior Kiwi and brother plays for Portland Panthers, as we mentioned early on in today's broadcast.
Taking their time there. Not a lot of time to be taken, unfortunately.
The set down from Hikurangi Stags, Caleb with a dummy passing on to Caleb number 2. And he loses the ball in that one. I couldn't see any hands in that one. Could be a knock on. Knock on. Knock on. The Takahiwai Warriors are not mucking around on this one. They know that they have to pull something out of the back pocket in order for them to win this 2015 Grand Final for the RLN Scotland Electrical Premiership 2015 season. And I must say it's been a pretty massive season also for teams, championship grades, Pawadinga Broncos, Ottawa Valleys, who else was in there, Moerewa Tigers, Hora Broncos, and also the Maris Takahiwai brothers in there trying to make their way through the championship grade. I think it is a great idea that they brought that one in as well. It gives the opportunity for a lot of our more seasoned players and those who aren't as committed to the game as these premiership grades are. So definitely a good opportunity for them to get back into the sport of rugby league.
Yeah, that's right. And that brings back that whole tour container sort of thing coming back into it as well. Because you might as well have the as you say, seasoned players get in there and do their things.
Yeah.
There is an over 35s.
Yeah.
So and there is a lot of participation in that.
Ball just stopping short of the deadline as Mr. Penny makes his way out there with this big run.
Ooh.
And he's still going. There's the 4 tackle, 5s, taken down by the 5th and 6th player. What a massive run.
He cleared that for sure.
He's quick, he's got some fast feet there, Mr. Cameron. So that is the end, I've got to say, of that Golden Point round. They got swapped sides again.
They're just turning that over. This is how much pressure this has been. The last, the points scored from both teams leading into this, the
5 minutes each. Far out.
Yeah. And the points scored, like 514 each coming into this final. There's not a lot of it, but there's not a lot in it. They've both been laying down a lot of leather this season, having a lot of time.
I don't know about you, Mike, but I was getting paid till half past 4. We're heading on 5 o'clock now. I'm doing overtime.
It's time to call up and say, can you check that roast?
Yeah. Have to have a talk to General Manager Alex Smith for Rugby League Northland, who has sorted out for us to come here and commentate. This is my first time commentating, and I must say, I didn't expect to be here this long. No pressure.
No pressure, teams. Can you send us home?
Yeah.
Can you take it home? Do it for us.
Don't worry, my washing doesn't need to be done. No, but like, if I haven't seen this before.
No, I haven't seen this before.
Jodo calling out for a T. Good little boy. The body's definitely got to be feeling it. I mean, I've played league before, you know, up here, Mike, and being on the field for at least 80 minutes is taxing on the body, but we've gone way past 80 now, and lactic acid, the body's got to be cramping up, the body needs carbohydrates.
Yeah, that's right. And the temperature's just starting to drop. And you're coming into. I mean, we could be playing in the middle of sunset by the time this is on. Then they might have to crank up those spotlights a bit more.
Well, sitting here, I can see those spotlights coming on as, you know, the day turns to night down here at Toll Stadium.
It's not often that you see a game go through twilight.
Takahiwai Warriors did lose the ball there, but a little bit controversial. Lost possession of the ball. Penalty there to Takahiwai Warriors. Hikurangi Stags seem to have had a hand in that to rip the ball out of our tall man's arms, Mr. Jordan. Got a pretty cool haircut, I must say. Joel trying to sort out what's going to be going on after this penalty kick. A little bit crack up with the run sheets we have here, Mike, as we discussed earlier on. You know, coaches write down the players' numbers and everything, but just before they run out on the field, there has been a little bit of changes. So you've got the Mafia at home, and you're saying, that's not Michael.
Yeah, so I will have mine on that one. Oh, no.
We're calling it as we go, but hey, this is the first year for the 2015 Grand Finals being broadcasted to your TV screens. All thanks to Channel North on that one. Something new for Northland, and hopefully not the last time that it's been broadcast to our whānau at home. You know, because it is a little bit difficult for some of them to make it all the way from Muri Whenua, which is, you know, one of our teams up there, the Muri Whenua Falcons, who would I have loved to come down here to enjoy the game. And their ball bounces off. Like I was saying, we would have loved to come down here and enjoy the game in whānau, but obviously for those travelling reasons and boilers being ultimately fat up there, they wouldn't want to leave them alone for too long.
That's right, yeah.
Restart there at 22. Cameron Penny looking to make a staggering run like he did before. Just amazing, the size of this guy, but he's just so quick and so strong.
And his stamina is unbelievable too.
Yeah.
He just keeps on going and going and going.
I don't even think he's been subbed in this game, there, Mike, so he's been doing, you know, fantastic. I'm also not too sure on what the rules are these days in terms of subbing and golden point. I really don't think you're allowed to sub players during these golden point moments. So boys will be really fatigued out there. Big hits going on there from James Tavane as he comes in for his second one, shooting out of the blocks. Jordan Rowe there with a little bit of a, looks like an injury to his right leg. Caleb Bacon's looking for the chip over. There's no one home. Caleb looks for the bounce.
Forced on the knock-off.
Scrum. Hikurangi ball. You can see the number 12 there must have a good knock to his chin, so he's been taped up.
Yeah, it looks like it's there to straighten up his neck along with his jaw there.
Dixie Harris works in the mines and Perth. We spoke about him early on.
Comes over here to fortnight and see his son play juniors.
Wouldn't be surprised if I don't think they'll take the chip, the drop kick off the back of the scrum here.
Well, they've still got tackles up their sleeve, so
yeah. Caleb throws the dummy.
Looking pretty tricky out of there, see that? It has to be
Oh,
over. It has to be over.
Hikurangi Stags scoring the try. 2015 champs. Try there to number 12, Dixie Harris. Hikurangi Stags.
As the kids are running across the field to their family. Celebrations happening here at Toll Stadium at Northland. An exciting, lengthy game.
Very lengthy there, Mike. It's been a fantastic game. It's been... you can't no words to fill up the embodiment of this game today. It's been far out.
It certainly has been. And again, thank you very much to Rugby League Northland for bringing us here to watch such an awesome game at Toll Stadium. I have to say, the RLN Scott Electrical Premiership has been just that, premier.
Definitely put it on for the fans who have come out and spent the day sort of prepping things up, getting all their signs and stuff ready, getting all the tamariki nice and warm to come out here and watch the big games that will settle at Toll Stadium. As you can see, a lot of the players actually just exiting Toll Stadium right now. Obviously, would most probably be the disappointed Takahiwai Warriors fans. Disappointed to see the Takahiwai Warriors go down after coming back to the grand finals. 2013, like I mentioned, they went down to Hikurangi Stags in the dying moments, and this one was the dying moments.
That's right, there was definitely more than a few nails in that coffin after that. But as you say, an exciting game, really great to be here on Channel North, also broadcasting online, not just on our channel. So, what's up? What is happening now? The presentation should be going.
Yep, presentations will be coming up. Hikurangi Stags, champions for 2015 for the RLN Scott Electrical Premiership competition, and the Takahiwai Warriors are taking the runners up. Wouldn't call them losers, but definitely did well. And I mean, the boys pulled out a good game today from both sides. However, it always comes down to that last point, and Hikurangi Stags have managed to just, like you said, nail it into the coffin and put the Takahiwai Warriors to rest today.
Yeah, and so it's going to be celebrations all around from the Stags.
Watch out, Whangarei.
Yeah, I'll say watch out, Whangarei.
I know it's only Sunday here in Whangarei, but there could be a couple of bars open just that little bit more, just that little bit later.
Yeah, there will be. Joseph Bettioli owns Coley's. I'm sure I'll be up there to visit him and have a chat about his refereeing of the game today. Anyways, thanks to our sponsors, the Hits and Flavour, the official RLN radio partners, Jenny and Holmes, the sponsors of all Junior Rugby League. Water is the best drink. Just a big nod from the Northland DHB. Drink water, not sugar. Speedy Signs, the official RLN sign company, helping promote your business and everything rugby league. Nortec, the official education partner of RLN. Keep an eye out for news about the Lowe's Sports Academy. There's some exciting stuff coming up regarding that. The NDSL, our local Rico dealership, the official print suppliers of RLN. Spot On Ice, if you need ice, buy Spot On, and support Elf Wet, your local rugby league personality. PhysioWorks, if you need any physio services, there is no surcharge to any rugby league registered player, and we welcome on board to the RLN family of sponsors for the first time, Northland's Buses.
Remembering whānau, our Northern Swords premiers a season is starting soon, so let's get behind our Northland League players. Go to the website rln.co.nz for all of the fixtures. First home game versus Counties Manuka at Central Rugby Ground in Kaikohe Te Puotewheke on September the 5th. Also on September the 5th is the North meets the South Mini-Mods in Kaikohe. Speak to your local development officer Benson Sowan or Aaron Thomas. Second game versus Wellington Walkers again at Kaikohe Limba Park September the 19th. So it's awesome that they're bringing a lot of these games back up here to the far north, and not just here to Whangarei. I mean, Kaikohe is central to the north. You've got a lot of players from Muriwhenua Falcons, also a couple from the Hokianga Pioneers, and down here in Whangarei. So Kaikohe definitely an awesome play day to put their game on. Also on the same day will be the Barry Wharedo Memorial Senior Nines Contact RLN today to enter your team.
So we're just looking at the the old handoff to the old trophy there, looking pretty snazzy. Down there on the field, the presentations will start soon.
You got to give it up to Hikurangi Stags, who did make it into the grand final last year, who were actually leading against the Tangare Knights, and then somehow in the second half, Tangare Knights seem to have produced a little bit of knightmanship, taking away that grand final last year. Not so much the same this year. Not the same fairy tale story. However, they did do well, given the circumstances they were put under, not having a field, and also parts of their training was under the lights there at Tikipunga Woolworths.
Right.
Countdown.
Countdown. Yeah. So I do remember seeing them training outside there. That's got to be a little bit hard. But that's the whole point. Like, things like this, Rugby League Northland coming together. Things can be worked out for such a great team. I mean, they were the champions last year, so they're nice. But the champions for today, obviously, we are looking at the Hikurangi Stags, who just held on and just made magic when they passed out to the right there in the golden point and just sealing the fate.
Hikurangi Stags, the most successful club here in Te Tai Tokerau in the last 25 years, having won more and played in more finals than any other team, winning in 1982, 1999, 2000, 2001, through to 2009, 2011 to 12 to 13, and back here for 2015 to take out the RLN Scotland School Premiership Grand Finals. Been an awesome day, man. Like I said, didn't expect to stay in here that long. I should have been at home right now watching Big Angry Fish on Channel 3. Here I know, doesn't seem to be the case today.
I think I might just have to watch a replay of the netball. All that time is out. Also, the Hikurangi Stags, the oldest club in New Zealand, the oldest rugby league club in New Zealand. So they've been around a while. They've seen a few things, as those championships and all of that. And they've also had a few great players go through to play for the Kiwis.
Also, Takahiwai Warriors, came to life in 1932. I spoke to Manu Tuhoro, who was playing today, brother of Paulie Tuhoro, the captain. And we all know Warriors. Now, to me, over too long to list. Recent history, knocked out in the major semis by Northland last year, 2014, and like we've been talking about 2013, they lost to Hikurangi Stags. So the last grand final that they won was back in 2008. And from there, Takahiwai Warriors have always been in their top four, and they've been producing some awesome league players over the past couple of years, with a couple of the senior ones also staying at the club. And it's good to see that they're still there, and a lot of the young players still coming through, Mike.
Yeah, that's right. So they're just doing the presentations now, the delivery of the medals to the referees, and they'll be handing off to the two teams as well before we see the trophy presentation.
And down there having a talk to captain for Takahiwai Warriors, Hori Tuhoro, humble man.
Just like to congratulate the Hikurangi Stags. Awesome game out there, boys. And to my boys, very proud. Awesome out there. Heads up, brothers.
Kia ora, humai te paki Takahiwai Warriors.
Good shot on there, on our development officer, Mr. Thomas, who's just recently come in to RLN this year in 2015 to take over the role.
And already making huge strides, carrying on the good work that's already happened since 2010. So definitely a great person to have in place.
Firstly, Hikurangi, well done. We hoped and wished that we would beat you guys. Wasn't to be. Congratulations to you guys. To my team, Takahiwai, well done. You tried your best, and that's what we expect as supporters. Now, I have player day for Hikurangi, and player day for Hikurangi is Caleb Aikens.
Who will be heading over to Penrith Development 2016. And just been given a koha from Takahiwai.
We also have a man of the match trophy, and it was really hard to pick out there today. There were so many young men out there giving it their best, and older men I might say, and because it went into that double overtime, I think we had to give it to Hikurangi, and that goes to Eric Abraham.
Where's the check? Where's the check?
Okay, if we could please have the winning captain from Hikurangi to come forward, please. And can we also ask the Mayor of Whangarei, Cheryl Mai, to come forward too, please. What's going to happen now is Joe is going to read out the players as they come up and receive the medals.
Number 1, Jordan Rose. Number 2, Wayne Farm. 3, Ryan Hikurangi. 4, Taylor Pinari. On the other way, Cameron Piri. Number 6, Caleb Atkins. 7, Nathan Cooper. 8, Stephen Rose. 9, Insurance. The other prop, Eric Abraham. Number 11, Dixie Harris. 12, Dixie Parker. 13, Joseph Rose. 14, Trident Latu. 15, Hobson Santa. 16, Jimmy Akers. And our last reserve, Corin Henry. Manager, Randy Waiterna. Coach, John Rotena. Redo. Joe Rosinger. Nopera Tiriti. Thomas Palmer. Aaron Noble. Joyce Redmond. Randia Iripa. Adrian Maran.
So Joe, how was it out here today, and how are you feeling right now, bud?
Firstly, I'd just like to thank our supporters. Still here. Thank our supporters, you're the backbone behind the club. It was awesome out there. Go another 20 minutes. But it was an awesome game to be a part of. You know, 7 missed block kicks. Just an awesome game. Longest game I've played in. So it was just a good atmosphere, an awesome game, played in good spirits.
In your preparation leading up this week, what's different did you do this week that made it sort of different for you here today?
Just the preparation, it's been 5 months of preparation, but this week was recovery, then, back to training, just making sure that we ticked all the boxes that needed to be done to get us prepared for today's final.
And just last question, what inspired you today for you boys?
All the good things, but when you've got a team like this, I've seen it time and time again, this is what the rugby squads I've had in the 9 years. So I think they did themselves justice, no disrespect to the opposition, but I've got a talented team. We just have to play good football. I believe if we play good football, then the outcome will take care of itself. So it's been a seamless team.
Got it, Joe. Well said. What we're going to do now is we're just going to invite John Call and John Taylor to come up, and they will be making the presentation of the Scott Electrical Premiership Trophy. Boys, you guys want to say anything? All right, whānau, the 2015 Scott Electrical Premiership winners, Hikurangi! on him.
John boy.
No, that's all right.
Grand finals here at Toll Stadium 2015. No strangers to the grand finals, and also no strangers to taking out their trophy. Mike?
Yeah, and just positive things to say about both teams today in this final. It was just amazing to watch. I'm not sure I've ever seen a game that close and that much pressure put on a golden point. So it's just blown me away today, I must admit.
Most definitely, bro. Just a little bit disappointing on the run sheets here for our players. Obviously got it mixed up there with Dixie Harris, who, you know, most probably would have loved to get their last try, although I believe it was Eric Abraham who was just shown there in the shot with his baby and the trophy for the RLN Scott Electrical Premiership champions.
Yeah, and congratulations to Eric Abraham for doing that and putting that nail in that coffin. Even being as injured as you were today, you were certainly a trooper, as is everybody has been here at Toll Stadium. And that's us from Whangarei. It's really been good to be here on Channel North, commentating. Both of us doing our first time on this, so we've been having a bit of fun. But this is it. This is us. We're out of here. Have you got any words for us, Tommy?
Keep up with them. Make sure that you always keep updated through the internet, through their page rln.co.nz or the Facebook page /Northern Swords. I'm Tamati Nakana.
I'm Michael Deputy Thorson, and thank you very much for watching.
Hey guys, it's Rob and Henry here from RLN2015's Breakfast Show. Come take a look.
Hey, a DJ around here. We get up to some funny stuff. Ready for this? Check this out. Let's go, bro. To be a DJ here at RLN FM, you have to be on your game. Check this out.
Brother, yo, throw us a CD.
Yo. Yep.
Got it.
Yeah. Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Got it. Cheers, brother.
Yep.
As a DJ, I like to be multi-talented. Check this one out. Cuz, chuck us a burger.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, 5 seconds.
Over the years, David from Bay of Islands Bakeries has had some random thoughts and some classic one-liners like,
mind your head when you come into the bakeries because my prices are so low.
while David's random thoughts might change, there are some things that will never change, like Bay of Islands Bakeries serving up great tasting food at super low prices.
At the Bay of Islands Bakeries in Kaikoura and Moeroa, we still have the best prices in the north. Stop in, you know it's us, we are the Kiwi bakers.
Bay of Islands Bakeries in Kawakawa and Moriwa.
Off that, running forward, but no, you could have been hitting it at full place, but you were slow, too slow passing back too. Come on, pick it up, useless. I taught you better than that.
Boys, keep going. You can do it.
Just useless. You could have been much faster than that. Get it out, get it out, get it behind.
Lost forward there, boys.
What was that, ref? Couldn't hear you.
Time off.
Time off for what? Time off for what? Now you're going to put a scrum on it and slow it all down? What's your problem? Do you need glasses? You need glasses. Because you were way over there and you didn't even see what was going on the sideline. I saw it right there. Now you're just slowing down the whole play with the scrum? Idiot. You idiot! Idiot, you stupid moron! You fool! What's wrong with you? Are you dumb in the head?
Poor Rangi. Rangi's dad, he's an egg. I love my dad, but I'm either going to quit league or get him to stay at home. Doesn't he know how bad it makes me feel when he acts like that?
That's Terry, trying to live his dreams through his boy.
Yeah, boy! Yeah!
He ruined his chances to be a league star. And now he's ruining his son's game.
Next Sunday, boys. Pick it up. It's okay. Okay, boy.
Good work, boy.
League, it's a tough game, alright? But the measure of toughness is being able to keep cool under pressure, on and off the field. Rugby league, it's a brotherhood.
Planning a new home? Then look no further than Jenny & Homes Northland. Create the perfect environment for your family with a team that builds homes as well as communities. Proud sponsors of Rugby League Northland Juniors, Jenny & Homes can help you with everything to do with building, including advice on unlocking your KiwiSaver funds or building on iwi land. For the home you've always wanted from an award-winning builder, make sure you visit Jenny & Homes Northland today.
Do what you want to.
Norman's Bus & Coach is excited to offer a range of tailor-made options designed with the corporate team building event and festivities market in mind. With their large fleet of vehicles and extensive knowledge of spectacular locations and events, planning your corporate event and end-of-year festivities has never been easier. Relax and let Normans take the wheel. Proud sponsors of Rugby League Northland. From Welsford to Cape Reinga, we've got you covered. Locally owned and operated, we offer a range of services from 24-hour, 7-day breakdown service, accident emergencies, to machinery cartage and car transporting. For all types of vehicles and machinery, our service from Whangarei to the Cape is operated on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call us now. Scott Electrical is a 100% New Zealand owned company. Scott Electrical are the oldest electrical wholesaler in New Zealand, formed in 1935. We supply and procure for electrical contractors all products related to the electrical, lighting and data industry. Come into one of our 6 branches: Whangarei, Penrose, East Tamaki, North Shore, Papakura and Avondale. Scott Electrical, proud sponsors of the Rugby League Northland Scott Electrical Premiership.
You can bank on Speedy Signs to get your business cooking, whatever size you are or wherever you are across the country. Phone 0800 Speedy. We're nationwide. Speedy Signs. Grow your business faster.
There I was in my car, driving, when the boys in blue pulled up beside and I went into hiding. No warrant for the car, no rego to be seen. The Whangarei and Kamo testing stations where I should have been.
At Whangarei and Kamo testing stations, you won't hear this.
Yeah, we can adjust that for 35, fix that for 55 and repair those for 80.
Well, you did pay for a really cheap warrant of fitness. Time you saw Whangarei and Kamo testing stations, Railway Road and Clark Road, Kamo.